exact routine that you should follow to be the girl that always smells good, that makes heads turn, that gives people whiplash when you walk by them, because they're gonna be like, oh, who that?
Check it out. I drop these focus sprays. I do it on the daily. They treat me really nicely.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. How y'all doing? If you haven't been here before, what's up? I'm Maxine. I make lifestyle and self-care videos, so if you're into all of that, do make sure to subscribe to the girl. And if you're a returning subscriber, hey girl, how you doing? Welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. I am talking about one of my favorite topics, but every time that I do these videos, it's usually like a routine where I'm actually showing you guys everything that I'm using, talking you guys through it and all of that stuff. I kind of wanted to do a sit down and actually talk to you guys. Obviously, we love doing self-care on this channel. We love to smell good on this channel. I have an updated routine and updated tips on how you can smell good all day, how you can be the girl that always smells good, that smells the best in the room. And for my girlies that like to use the more affordable stuff, how you can make your fragrances last on your skin all day. Okay, it's very easy for a fragrance to last on your clothes, but how to make it last on your skin, how to make your skin smell good all day, that is my specialty. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. If you guys find this helpful, let us chat in the comments. Please give this video a like, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. So I'm going to give you guys a few tips and tricks, and then towards the end I'm going to give you the exact routine that you should follow to be the girl that always smells good. So I've talked about this first tip several times on my channel, that you smell the best and your fragrances last the longest on your skin when you layer similar scents that is more or less within the same fragrance family, fragrance category. But I want to put things into motion and give you guys real life examples. We're gonna do a brief breakdown of fragrance families with examples that you can shop online or in whatever store, and it doesn't have to be the exact product that I'm mentioning, but you can go and find something similar and to give you an idea of what body lotion to buy, body cream, body mist, perfume oil, fragrance, all of that stuff, because you want to layer fragrances in the same families or in the same subfamilies and categories for you to get the best, you know, the best smell and for it to last the longest. So on the fragrance wheel, we have different scent families. A man called Michael Edwards, world-renowned genius perfumer basically, he categorized scents into these different families to make it easier for retailers to basically market their fragrances by categorization. There's families and then there's subfamilies, but one can argue that there's sub-subfamilies and sub-sub-subfamilies. So basically the scents are grouped based on differences and similarities to show their relationship to each other, and each family has its own prominent scent, and then the subfamilies are blended versions of these. So I've got this fragrance wheel in front of me, so you guys can see this fragrance wheel. You have floral notes, oriental notes, woody notes, and fresh notes. And then for the subfamilies, then you have floral, soft floral oriental, soft oriental, woody, mossy wood, dry wood, and the wheel goes on. So that's the fragrance wheel that I'm referencing. I'll put all of my references in the description box below, but yeah, I'm gonna put everything down below that you can go and read for yourself, because this is something that I've always found very interesting for me in fragrances, and that's reading about all of this stuff. I started reading about this stuff in maybe around 2020, and that's really what got me really into specifically fragrances when it comes to my self-care. Yeah, so those are the fragrance families that I'm always talking about. So when I say you need to layer similar scents, that's what I mean. If you wanna, you know, maybe do floral fruity, then you should think of, okay, what products do I have or that I can purchase that are floral fruity? For example, you would buy a floral fruity perfume and maybe a nice floral body mist and a nice floral-ish lotion and oil, and you get what I mean, right? And so before we move on to the next tip, where I'm going to be talking about the exact routine that you can follow to get the best results, I'm gonna suggest a few items, a few perfumes, not exactly from each family, but are those chickens? But just a few that you can consider when you're buying your scents. These smell amazing, I know, because I've tested them, or I've owned them, or I know somebody who's owned them and I've smelled them, so I know. So I'm gonna put them right here. The first one that I'm gonna recommend is Flowerbomb by Viktor&Rolf. amazing perfume. I've tested it myself and it smells so bomb, so amazing. I'll never leave y'all straight, okay? That fragrance smells so good. So Flowerbomb is an amber floral fragrance. So let me read the notes. The top notes are tea, bergamot, and osmanthus. Middle notes are orchid, jasmine, rose, freesia, and African orange flowers. So that's really where the floral comes in. And then the base notes are patchouli, musk, and vanilla. If you don't want this specifically, try to look for something similar, and then it'll give you an idea of what exactly you should buy in terms of body mist, body cream, all of that stuff. The next one on here is one of my favorite fragrances forever that I'll always love, one of the best fragrances I've ever owned, that I've ever tried or whatever. So this one is an oriental. This one can be grouped as oriental because gourmands kind of do fall under oriental in the spicy and warm sweet category. This is the only one by Dolce & Gabbana. I used to have this perfume. If you follow my channel, I've talked about it so many times. It is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. Unfortunately, I went to Groove about a month ago and somebody stole it from my bag. I'm actually considering going and buying a new bottle, so I might just go and buy the red one. I've been wanting to treat myself to a new bottle of perfume, so yeah, I might as well go and buy the red one. I just found the red one recently by Eye Candy Sells Perfumes. She sells like a bunch of fragrance testers, original perfume testers, and then she also sells like the full, like the bottle, like the full-size bottle, not just the tester, but like the, yeah, you get what I mean. So Oriental perfumes are basically spicy, mysterious, sensual, warm, sometimes sweet like the gourmands. Anyway, the only one by Dolce & Gabbana. The top notes are violet, orange, and bergamot, which is crazy because I don't really like bergamot in fragrances, but this one is not like an annoying bergamot. It actually smells really good. The middle notes are coffee, pear, iris, orange blossom, and rose, and then the base is caramel, vanilla, and patchouli, and you will really smell the caramel, vanilla, and coffee in there. You can definitely smell those in there. For me, those are the most prominent notes, mainly because I like them. So I'm not sure what exactly the most prominent notes are there by like a professional perfumer, like what they would say. Definitely one of the best fragrances ever. So this one is one that I was just talking about. This is Vanderbilt by Gloria Vanderbilt. It's an oriental floral perfume. It smells quite mature, and I don't think I realized that the first few times smelling it. It's definitely not something that you can just wear randomly. You would need to wear it to an event, and you would need to wear it with an outfit to match. It's mature. It's not mature in the sense that like a 6-year-old would wear it, you know, but it is a little bit on the more mature, dark, feminine side. It's spicy, it's floral. So on Fragrantica, which I really trust, the top notes are aldehydes, pineapple, orange blossom, lavender, green notes, and bergamot. The middle notes are carnation, tuberose, ylang-ylang, orris, root, jasmine, and rose. And the base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, cinnamon, opoponax, civet, musk, and vetiver. Honestly, I'm really about to start using this again. I haven't used this in a while, maybe 6 months or something. I haven't used it in a while. Maybe I should start using it again. I had to go and pull this wonderful fragrance from my sister. This is Eros Pour Femme by Versace. It's a floral woody musk fragrance. It's mostly woody, but okay, let's look at the notes. The top notes are Sicilian, lemon, pomegranate, and Calabrian bergamot. The middle notes are lemon blossom, jasmine, sambac, jasmine, and peony, and the base notes are musk, ambrosia, woodsy notes, and sandalwood. Sandalwood in here. I love sandalwood in fragrances. This stuff is really nice. It's very feminine. It's very dark feminine as well. It's not like a light, airy, playful, girly, you know, type of fragrance. It's definitely a very sensual, dark, feminine type. And so if you really like this, you can go ahead and look for some things that are similar to this that you can layer with. I actually filmed a berry scented routine on my channel sometime, can't remember when that was. I think I maybe filmed it either at the end of last year or at the beginning of this year, but yeah, check it out here. And that's one of my favorite routines always. I love to smell fruity. I love to smell berry because you're smelling very young, playful, flirty, fruity, you know, but it's not like young like juvenile. It's young like youthful. Do you get what I mean? And so this is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. As you can see, that's also done. But this is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. They have come up with a few flankers as well. You have Burberry Her Intense and you have Burberry Her Elixir, I think, or something like that. Burberry Her is a floral fruity gourmand fragrance. It's quite sweet, it's really girly, it's really beautiful. The top notes are strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, sour cherry, blackcurrant, mandarin, orange, and lemon. The middle notes are violet and jasmine. Base notes are musk, vanilla, cashmere. Woody notes oak, moss, amber, and patchouli. It definitely smells like a berry milkshake mixed with like some, it's a very light feminine. I did a berry scented routine, so you should actually go check that out for a specific routine for that fragrance. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the actual routine that will get you smelling good all day, that will make your fragrances last the longest on your skin. So my routines change depending on the day, depending on where I'm going, depending on who I'm seeing. You know, now when I get out of the shower, straight out of the shower, just like in my last how to make your fragrances last all day video, straight out of the shower on damp skin, I will spray a body mist. That's the first thing that I will do straight out of the shower. If I'm feeling feisty, then I'll spray perfume right off the bat, but I hardly ever do that because I don't want to waste my perfume. And then I dash my lotion with an oil. So the lotion that I will use will be similar to the body mist that I'm spraying. If it's not similar, then you're not going to really get the desired result. It needs to be similar to the body spray because you're going to be layering these products on top of each other. I'll use the oil basically as a way to get the fragrance to stick on my body for longer. The fragrance and the scent, you know, it almost gets absorbed by the oil, and that's why I always talk about making sure that you use a fragrance, making sure that you use a scent, an oil with your fragrances, Vaseline, a body oil, a skincare oil, whatever. I like to use baby oil, but sometimes you might want to use something a little thicker. So yeah, it just depends on what oil you use. Also, if you have a similar smelling oil, then that's great, but maybe you might use a perfume oil. I don't own any perfume oils, but I do like them. I love the Also Heavenly body mists and body lotions, but I've told you guys a lot of this time I'm getting bored of them, and they seem to be very young for me at this point. The only ones that I really love right now are Love Blooms and Glam Goddess, and I feel like those are just staples. If you like fragrance and you like cheap thrills, I guess, then it's definitely Love Blooms and Glam Goddess. I really want to get into Victoria's Secret, but that's, you know. And then once I dash the lotion, then I'll spray my body mist again, and depending on how extra I want to be, like I might just do this on top of each other, maybe like repeat the process once or twice more. That also definitely means that you should be very mindful of how much product you're using. Don't use too much because you don't actually want to finish your product just by doing that one routine. Take a little bit of lotion, that's why the oil is there. Apply, spray, apply, spray. Do you get what I mean? Lotion, body mist, lotion, body mist, or body mist, lotion, body mist, lotion, body mist. Like, and that's if I'm hyped up, like I'm really trying to turn heads today. That's when I'll definitely do the layering over and over and over again. Another thing is that you have to be really careful with these scents. The scents that you're using for your routine, you have to make sure that they're not too strong, because you're not trying to get a headache and you're also not trying to offend the other people that might smell you. Just do not use overly strong fragrances, and that is exactly why I recommend a lotion and a body mist, because they do not tend to be very strong, but they will last on your body for much longer if you layer them, and that is much better than having a strong fragrance that will last 2 hours and then fade away. It's better to have something that's a little more subtle that will last much longer on your body. Like I said, the only two body mists that I'm really feeling right now from Also Heavenly, well, that I use very often, are Glam Goddess and Sweet Love, but really the fragrances, the fragrance mists that I really love and that I'll forever use right now are Sweet Love by Bodycology. Love that fragrance so much. It's so beautiful, so light, so fresh, so airy, very feminine. I have by Nicole Scherzinger, Hypnotic Bloom. That one is a little bit more mature, a little bit more on the grown up side. It's floral, it's a little bit strong, and it can be used by perfume on its own, but actually I've noticed that it smells very similar to the Versace perfume Kiss Moments by Women's Secret. That one is also quite a strong body mist, and that's why I can say that, like, if somebody put that in a bottle of perfume, I would believe that it's actually a perfume, but it's not an EDP, it's not an EDT, it's just a regular body mist. And then I have a Pure Seduction Lace by Victoria's Secret, one of my favorites. I definitely want to start collecting Victoria's Secret body care, because now I'm just like kind of over all of the other stuff. And then now I'll dress up, you know, get cute, and then just before I leave the house I'll spray my nice perfume. I'm really kind of getting bored of my perfumes, but the budget just has not allowed. But I am looking to go and buy the only one, the red bottle. Really want that one. And if I'm not getting that one, then I'm probably gonna get Mon Paris by YSL. So yeah guys, we have reached the end of the video. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope that you've learned something. I always learn a lot when I'm reading about stuff like this and when I'm watching videos and all of that stuff, and then I kind of try it in my routine, see what works, see what doesn't work and everything. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like it. Let us chat in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the girl over to 5K. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.